Hi everybody, I hope that you are doing well. I am so sorry that I have not posted a video in a while. Unfortunately, I've been dealing with a very serious health issue that came about 3 months ago. So basically 3 months ago, I had a seizure-like activity event where I had a seizure-like activity. And so what happened was I was moving around in my house, and I all of a sudden got this blinding shock of fear that just ran through my brain. And all I could think is, I need to sit down or I'm going to fall down. And so I sat in the nearest chair that was next to me, and which happened to be a recliner, thankfully, because as I was lowering myself into my chair, I lost all contact with my body. Like I had full contact with my brain. Like I could see and feel everything going on. I knew everything that was going on, but I had no control over my body. So I was completely limp and unable to move. I was unable to position myself. So like basically I had fallen into the chair in a way that like I couldn't move my head up. So I was kind of like choking, and like it was just really scary. And thankfully my husband was there to help me, so I was able to move and so that I could breathe better. And while I was experiencing this terrifying event, he was able to keep me as calm as possible, even though he was freaking out inside, which I didn't realize he was also freaking out, which was very helpful. But so this episode lasted about 2 minutes. My legs came back first, and I lost the ability to speak about halfway through. I couldn't speak. I was just making noise, like I don't even just noise, like because I was trying to speak. And so like I would try to move my finger, and like the whole arm would just fly, like, so both my arms were like flying above my head, and like I couldn't do anything to stop it. They were just of their own free will, if you will. Like I couldn't do a thing to stop. But so eventually my legs came back and I was able to move them. My speech came back. I was able to communicate with my husband and tell him I wanted to, obviously I needed to contact 911, which he already obviously knew. And so eventually my arms did come back, but I ended up going to the hospital and they admitted me. I was there for 3 days, had a ton of tests, so many tests. They checked me for, obviously, did I have a real seizure? Am I epileptic? Did I have a heart attack? Am I having a stroke? Like they had like so many tests, and I did not have a heart attack. I did not have a stroke. They can't verify if I officially had a seizure or not. It doesn't look like I had a real seizure, but I did have seizure-like activity. Long story short, I was diagnosed. Now, okay, so I've known for about 3 years that I had this condition called POTS, and I cannot say the actual words of it, but if you want to look it up, it's POTS, obviously. But basically, my heart doesn't beat properly now. It's hard to explain unless you read about the condition. I'm still very new to it. Like I'm still very new and figuring this out and learning how to deal with it. And it's very complicated, and it's very stressful, and it's very life-changing. We believe this came about because I had vid-19, not to get in trouble, in October. And ever since that, well, my husband and I got it, and he still has not gotten his smell back. I've made a full recovery, but I also had some odd things going on, and I didn't really know what they were. And I was chalking it up to, I have low B12, I have low iron, those kinds of things. And so I was thinking it was related to those things. No, unfortunately, I was diagnosed not only with POTS, verified after 3 years of knowing and begging doctors to test me for it, which they wouldn't do. I finally had a crash course in saying, hey, something's wrong. So they finally diagnosed me with that after many tests for that. I've known I've had fibromyalgia for over 20 years. That was officially diagnosed as well. I also have a condition called hypomagnesemia. I can't say it correctly and I'm sorry, but that means that I have very low levels of magnesium. So I'm also on magnesium supplements to bring that up. I'm currently still experiencing tremor, like I have a full body tremor. My fingers and legs and toes and everything still spasm just because they do. I'm extremely tired. I get very exhausted very quickly. I'm very dizzy. I always feel like I'm gonna pass out. Currently, I'm not able to be up more than 5 minutes before I'm about ready to pass out. My brother is buying me a Fitbit Charge 6, I think is what it's called, and that will monitor my pulse and other things that need to be monitored for my new cardiac situation. My heart is completely healthy according to all the tests. It's just because of the COVID-19, it set off a inflammatory response that has now made this condition that I've had for 3 years much worse, like so much worse. I went from being extremely active in a band, singing, just completely independent, energetic, happy, just on top of the world, to now I'm pretty much reliant almost completely on my husband right now. I had to leave my band, which killed me to do, but I'm not able to do any of that right now. This has taken over my whole life right now, and it's really stressful, and I'm kind of hoping that anybody out there that may have this condition, please contact me, because I'd really like to meet somebody else that has this condition, because I have so many questions and I really could use some good advice from people, not things I'm reading, because I know everybody has everybody's case is different, and so I just really want to hear from people, not documents and AI searches and stuff like that. So anyway, that is where I've been. I've been trying to deal with this new fun thing, which has been a complete nightmare. I'm actually having a good day today, which is why I wanted to get out and do this. So we're just sitting at a park right now. I wanted to change up the scenery so it's not sitting at my house looking at my craft hutch that's got all kinds of stuff everywhere, because I am a crafter, which I can't do right now either because I don't have fine motor function in my fingers because they're constantly spazzing. So I'm pretty much not able to do much of anything right now, and that really sucks. So yeah, I wanted to say where I've been, and I'm hoping to be able to get some more of my actual content up soon, but I'm also going to be obviously focusing on this POTS journey because this is my new life, unfortunately, and it's a big deal, and at least to me, because it's currently in my body and I'm dealing with this the best way I can, and it's very difficult. I'm also running on a half hour of sleep because with this condition, it also makes you very unable to sleep for various different reasons. So I'm really exhausted, but again, this is a good day for me, so I really just wanted to get this video done. I hope you are all doing well. I hope that you are staying safe out there, and if you have any questions, please let me know. But I don't really know a whole lot about this yet, even though I've read a ton. But so I know a lot, but I also don't know a lot because my case is different than a lot of things I've been reading. So it's just very stressful, and every day is a new adventure of different things that keep happening to my body that is no longer my body anymore. It is I have very little control over a lot of my body right now, so it's frustrating, and it's scary, And I want to get back to where I was before this happened, because I want my independence back. I want my life back. I want to go back and sing in another band, because I obviously can't go back to my other band because they're moving on with a new singer, because I can't do it. So I'm hoping that in the future I can find another opportunity. But if not, it's what it is. Okay, I will let you go now. I hope you all are well. Love you all. Bye.